Long, deadly claws adorned its feet, and I swallowed. Hard. I'd definitely die if grabbed by one of those. Its head dipped down toward me until we were level before it opened its pointed beak, a sharp, menacing squawk bursting out. This was Mommy Cheagle, and she was mad. I scrambled backward, my back thudding against the wall as I tried not to shit my pants in fear. Baby Cheagle moved to stand in front of me, again screeching at its mother. Defending me, I realized. My heart would have warmed if I wasn't a few feet away from my imminent death. Mommy Cheagle huffed as she angled her head downward, locking eyes with me. "My kin tells me you helped him." A gasp escaped me as she spoke into my mind. Her voice was surprisingly soft for how menacing she looked, yet strong and mature. There was a heaviness to her words, and it was almost too much for my mind to withstand, a dull ache setting in as I tried to adjust. It was nothing like when we had talked to each other in animal form back at the clover pack. This was something different, something ancient. She waited for me to respond, but I just gaped my mouth open like a fish, struggling under the weight of her presence. "You are not smart," she observed, her disdain blatant. I cleared my throat, snapping my jaw shut and giving my head a quick shake. "Get your shit together." "I didn't do much, just pulled the arrow out of his leg." The gratitude at my voice not wavering was immense. Defending my intelligence to this creature didn't seem like a smart move. "He lives because of your actions, and for that, I owe you a debt." Sunlight glinted off her feathers, casting a crystalline glow throughout the cave. Her gaze was sincere, her head bowed, and the edges of my fear faded, replaced with a blanket of awe at the magnificent creature. "That was an arrow forged by iron, which is toxic and deadly to most fairy kind. But if you ever lay a hand on another Pagu, I will hook my talon in your throat and eviscerate you." The terror flooded back, and I nodded in understanding. Pagu, not Cheagle. No touchy. Got it. "Come, stop cowering on the ground." I scooted out and up as she backed away from the entrance, still careful to keep a watchful eye in case I needed to run. It seemed like we had some weird sort of truce, but she'd also just threatened my life, and I couldn't be too careful. Now, on my feet, I could see she was easily a few feet taller than me. Her wings were pulled into her back, her chest jutting forward proudly as she stood, eyeing my meager stature. I would have thought a princess would be more impressive. I tensed at her words, eyes wide.